They come out here in the eye. First carry for Thomas Rawls. He takes this for 3 to the 29. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. The starters for the Seahawks of Seattle on the offensive side, Charles, they could use a big game from Thomas Rawls.
And they really loved what they got out of him last year because an undrafted player is not supposed to give you nearly 6 yards a carry in production, and that's exactly what he did. They need a big game out of him, and they expect it.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. On second down, Wilson. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin, and it's third down. And the 11 defensive starters for Arizona.
Dayon Buchanan was drafted as a safety, but makes many of his plays as a linebacker in their scheme.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On third down, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz. So after the interception, here's Palmer. It's Floyd on the right. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. The inaugural drive for this offense today, and the guy we're going to talk about, Michael Floyd.
Starting to develop into a #1 receiver, a guy that you'll count on downfield.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Palmer. This will be caught at the 2. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. John Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Point after now from Catanzaro. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Shift together here from the D-line. They go back to the air here after the INT. Complete outright to Kurz. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Wilson on first down. He's got his man. It's Kurz. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Second down, rolls. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be third down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
First down, this is Rawls. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Eight yards to go here on second down. And now Wilson unhappy with something he saw there as he's going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Right. 31. 19, 36 power. Safety creep. 14. There.
380. From midfield now, here's Wilson. It's caught, block it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
Hey, big play. Check 9.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. And a look at Seattle's defense.
When Bobby Wagner's career is said and done, people are going to look back and say he was an absolute steal in the NFL draft. A Pro Bowl player for any team.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Sally 19, regular.
On second down, Palmer. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. Has had it ever since he entered campus there and still has it today.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Here we go. Sally 19, Sally 19.
Second and 10. It's Palmer again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Got it left. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Let's go. 19. Kill. Check. Press down. Zebra. Check. Crunch.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and that'll bring up second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
1980.
Second and 10 now. Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
It'll go as a gain of 12, and that'll be good for a Seattle first down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Fresh set of downs here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He hits Baldwin right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
3 yards remaining here on 2nd down. The first carry for C.J. Procise. 20! And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Procise, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Let's go, let's go. 95, 95. Zip. Regular.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. In on the stop, Kevin Minter.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They go again with Rawls. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On first down, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas Rawls with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And he'll bang that one through. Now to send this one away following the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Palmer, he's got time in the pocket. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. He's got Floyd out left. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pickup there at 22. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well. Showed it right there. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
95.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second down now after the incompletion. Second and 10. It's Palmer again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. On 3rd down, Palmer. It's brought in by Floyd. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his quick catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58. Sally 19. Sally 19.
The slot man in motion right. To throw is Palmer. This will be caught at about the 5. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll try and throw for him with Palmer. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Time to step aside. Back to CenturyLink Field after this.
Team.
On first down, Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Robert Kimdichie in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, 14. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
On third down, Wilson. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because they'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back to the ground attack. It's Rawls fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
Zebra. Check 31. Check 31. Let's go. 380. 19. Took right. Safety creep. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Alert. Shit.
Here's Wilson to throw. He finds his man, Baldwin. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And this seemingly endless drive continues.
19. Switch gears.
Attempt carry for Thomas Rawls. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Second down following the run.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
He was looking for Thomas Rawls there, and it's third down.
And there was a good opportunity that just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
This is turning into a bit of a death march here, the 13th play of this drive. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From the gun on third down, Wilson. This will be caught at the 2. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They come out here in the eye. On the ground, Rawls. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Hauschka now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Brown, the lone receiver, left. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. He's going to fire one deep. And now this one's intercepted. A third interception for Palmer. A great read, and it's picked off. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kevin Minter coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And quickly they get to the line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. The big fella. He's at the 50. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him.
And he can't get away from the pressure. Palmer sacked. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Here we go. Blue 58. Sally 19. Sally 19. Right now. Blue 95. Blue 95.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Regular. Regular.
From midfield now, here's Palmer. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now Palmer on third and long. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And now it's fourth down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Let's go. Let's go.
They're going on fourth down. It's Palmer. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Check three.
Now Wilson on second down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They run with a power back. Rawls. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. On third down, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Following the fumble recovery, it's Palmer. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time, the fumble to turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Lockett the man in motion. And the wideout in motion. After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Halfback sent in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. A.J. Klein in there to sack him for a loss of 6. An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
3rd and long. It's Wilson going to Rawls on the dump off. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bakari Rambo. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah,
pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Palmer on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On second down, here's Palmer. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball. And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. To throw again, it's Palmer. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Palmer on fourth down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Throwing is Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Wilson, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Calais Campbell in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And now they're in the hurry-up. On second down, Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. On first down, Procise. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On second down, here's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Play action. Now Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. In motion goes the tight end. They go back to the air here after the INT. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Let's go, let's go. Blue 95. Blue 95. Sally 19. Sally 19.
Second and 10 now. It's Palmer. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing now, Palmer on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
So second and 10 here. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A.J. Klein in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Third and long, it's Wilson. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth. Here's John Ryan now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Peterson. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return, and the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Midfield now. Here's Palmer. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pick up there at 20 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Play clock winding down. 2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. This will be caught by Brown. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Second and 10. It's Palmer again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. There you go, play action with Palmer. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. Or pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go. It's Palmer on 4th down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll come out in the pistol.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
On second down, here's Palmer. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Let's go. Blue 95. Blue 95.
On third and goal, Palmer. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Here we go. Blue 95. Blue 95. Sally 19. Check. Mirror.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. Johnson kept out of the end zone on fourth down, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Wilson wants to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go. 1-18. 1-18.
Here's Palmer. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience, Is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And Graham's got it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down. 3rd and 5. And quickly they get to the line. Now Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And the ball is knocked out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end the ball game. That's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down.
Here we go. Blue 58. Blue 58. 54 Check.
On 3rd down, Palmer. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Palmer and the offense staying put. They're going to try for it on 4th down. One last shot for Palmer. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.